Hey, what's going on, guys? Tubasa here with another video. In this one, I thought I would talk about some of the dreams I've been having lately, because as of the past 2 nights, I've had 4 different dreams. Now, you may be wondering, how is that possible? And I dream quite a bit when I get a good amount of sleep. And the reason why I have 2 is because I've woken up twice in the middle of the night and then gone back to bed and then just slept until noon, which my sleep schedule is really bad right now. But it'll be fixed. Don't worry. Don't worry. Without further delaying, you guys, let's get right into it. So this first dream that I had was a little bit weird. Go figure. It's a dream. But I was in this escape park room parkour thing. So I have walls all around me. They have all these padded things to climb on, little nets and windows. That way you can kind of see some sort of route you need to make to get to the end. And this was like some sort of timed event thing. During one of those points, I was, I guess, there's like an outside section. So I was outside and I was looking around at the scenery, and it was like very beautiful, very celestial, even with all the stars and everything in the sky. But anyway, we start heading on our way back. And I say we because I'm with my girlfriend and her best friend. Now, I don't have a girlfriend in real life, Lamal, but in the stream, I guess I did. And there's this one part at the very end where I am standing, like I'm standing on top of some sort of thing, and my girlfriend is below me, and I have to pull her up. And I pull her up, I pick her up, and I look over at this one spot towards the end that I think I can throw her to. And so I do that. I throw her, and when she hit, I hit the mark. I hit the exact spot that I wanted her to land, but she didn't grab it. And when she hit the pad, she kind of like broke off like into like a Lego person. It like fell into the void because beneath me was just like void, I guess. And then she like respawned next to me, and she's like, "What the heck, bro?" And I'm just sitting there like, "Why didn't you grab onto the thing? I threw you right there to it." Now, my dreams are very, very detailed, and for some reason, my girlfriend in this imaginary girlfriend in my dream didn't have legs. I don't know why. She just didn't have legs. This next dream was probably equally as out there. I was in some other country, and I was just kind of jogging along a road, and they had this parade going, and I can see it. There's like this wall. It was like the city, right? There's the city on this side. Then there's like a wall that separates it from this giant road. And then that road next to it, there's literally just like rocks down to the sea, and then it's just the open ocean. So I'm jogging along this road, and I see other people walking there, and then I see this giant pothole, and there's 2 Chinese boys stuck in there. I don't know why they're Chinese. They just in my head it registered, oh, these people are Chinese. And so I help the first kid out, and it's a deep pothole, by the way. Like, I'm talking, this thing's like 4 foot deep. Don't know why no one's gone over to check and fix it. But you know, I pull the first kid out just fine. The second kid, for some reason, just because he didn't understand me, and despite my gesture, you know, I'm sitting over the pothole like this, like trying to not go into the pothole as well, despite it only being like 3 feet deep. Again, I don't know why he just couldn't get out of it. But I'm just like, "Grab my hand, kid! Grab my hand!" All the while, like off in the background, I can see the family of these 2 boys turning around and be like, "Oh my gosh, our children fell in this pothole. Like, oh my gosh." But they were speaking Chinese, so I had no clue what they were saying. Anyway, I finally pulled the kid out, and then my dream ended. Why did this happen at all? I have no clue. I've never, whatever country I was in, never been there, and I haven't seen anything like it. Now, this next dream I feel like a lot of people can relate to. And it's a dream I've had multiple times, and that's being late for class and not being able to find it. So I'm sitting there, for some reason, I'm in my high school, but the layout is a lot more complex. Like the area is like twice as big almost. And I'm trying to look for this one classroom to a professor that I had in one of my college courses. So there's a little bit of a mix up there, but I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, I need to go to my business and budgeting class or whatever. It's in this room, and then I go to that room, and I walk in. I'm like, hey, is this the room for this class? And then the kids in there were like, no. I'm like, okay, shoot, I must have looked at it wrong. And so I found the actual class, and it was the room was Sector 9. I don't know why it was Sector 9, but I go and I walk and I'm like, okay, let me find it. Sector 2, Sector 7. There was no Sector 9. I'm just like, okay, I'm screwed. Or this is in a completely different part of the building. And I don't know about you guys, but there's some buildings I've been in and the layout just doesn't make sense with the whole like number scheming. Have you guys ever had that before? Leave a comment down below if you've been in a building where the number scheme of like each of the rooms just doesn't make sense. Finally, the fourth dream. I was out on the bayou looking to catch some fish with my papa. We were going down, rowing down the bayou. And as I cast my line out, something catches it. It was an alligator. So I start reeling it in, saying, Dad, I caught an alligator. And then it gets a little too frazzly with us. It wants to tussle. So here I am. I'm standing. The alligator's right here. And with my bare hands, I remember from a video somewhere, someone said something. I said, I'm going to grab its jaw and keep it clenched because it can't open it. So I'm sitting here in the forest of the bayou. Never been to the bayou, by the way. That just happened to be what I'm calling it, but it was some sort of swampy area. And I have this alligator by its jaws. Now my thumbs are in his jaw. I have no idea how they're not getting bitten off, but they are clasped on his jaw, and he's just kind of sitting there like, I don't know what to do. And so finally, during all this time, you know, we let it go. I don't remember capturing it or killing it or putting it in a Pokeball or anything. But I do remember that I got a small cut on my foot. It was about right here, feet cam. But it was right here. It was a very small cut from one of the plant lives because I was barefoot in this situation. And for some reason on this this area of land, there were these like small little disc plants that had spikes coming out of it. It was a small brown disc with dark brown spikes coming out of it, and apparently they're like terrible if you step on them. Never seen a plant like it before. It was very otherworldly. But I had thought that cut came from one of those, so I was like, oh my gosh, I might die. But anyway, after we deal with wrestling with the gator, we kind of just row back up the bayou or the river or whatever, wherever this dream was taking place. That's about it. Those dreams are very interesting because usually I find meaning in them, but these ones I don't. I didn't really find any meaning in any of them. Maybe you guys have some insight. What do you think my dreams mean? If you have an idea, leave it down in the comments below. But besides that, I think I'm going to keep talking about some of my dreams. A lot of it I can actually like draw out a map of like what the room looks like or what the area looks like, which is crazy. But I do remember my dreams quite vividly. And I have an entire list too. So this could definitely be a series. If you want to see more of my dreams that I've written down, I can definitely share some with you. I have some that are like stories that I've had in my head for years because of how much I remember them, and I can go on for about 20 minutes probably talking about a couple of these dreams. But I just wanted to make this one today to pique your interest, hopefully, and see if you want to see more content like this. Anyhow, I'm hopefully by now actually going to start releasing some of the music, because who needs 10 songs for an album, Lamau? I will see you guys in the next one. You have a good day. Peace.